somebody. But have you ever actually had time to sit down and think that what you may be thinking about the person may not actually be true? The picture you have about that friend of yours may not actually be the true nature of things. I had an experience that changed my conception about what I think about people. Some years ago, while I was working as a seminarian in a certain village in Rivers State, I came into town to get a few things that I would need in the community where I was working. I went to the house. When I got into town, picked up the car that I usually use to run around. After doing a couple of shoppings, I was returning back to the village where I was working. But I considered, because I was running out of time, that I may not be able to meet the evening mass. So I had to call one of my cousins that stay with us to come pick the car from the bus stop nearest to the house. And when she came, we stood there and waited for a while, waiting for a bus that is going our direction. After a few minutes, none was forthcoming, and she suggested we should go a little ahead. Perhaps we could see a bus down the road. And she entered through the passenger side. I was driving. Eventually, we have not even moved up to a pole away. We saw a bus pointing the direction where I was heading for, and I highlighted the bus. When the bus parked, I parked in front of the bus. She came out from the passenger side and I came out from the driver's side. We were so fond of each other, and in our usual way, she hugged me and gave me a peck and said, "I'm going to miss you." And I said, "I will miss you too." Immediately I got into the bus and sat down. Behold, a young boy from the village, the community where I was working, tapped me from behind. And he looked at me and just gave me a gaze and said, "Reverend." I didn't need a prophet to tell me what was going on in his mind, because he was on the bus and he saw the drama that just took place right in front of him. Eventually we got to the village, but I discovered from that day that his greetings towards me changed. Each time he sees me, he greets me, "Reverend, Reverend." I didn't need a prophet to tell me what was in his mind. And when I walked past through him, he would always keep discussing with his friends and they would turn to look at me. So much must have been going on in their mind. Maybe some rumors may have accompanied it. But what he was thinking is far from reality. Think about this. You may be having an impression about somebody. You may have even jumped into erroneous conclusion. Don't be in a haste and don't be a judge. God bless you.